Hi there, and thank you for checking out this video. My name is Narendra. Or Narendra the Comic, as my username does suggest. Now this is my first ever YouTube video, and in this video I'll be doing a non-spoilery review of the Avengers Age of Ultron, as it hasn't come out in most places in the world yet. And with all that said, cut to intro. Skadoosh. Well, I've seen the film twice now, and I would have to say, when I initially saw it, I thought it was the greatest film ever created, and on second viewing, obviously wasn't that. There were a few minor plot holes, and some things just were a bit too convenient throughout the film. But what I will say is the film really flew by. It felt like you got real bang for your buck, or your pound's worth. Like, it was a 2.5 hour film, but felt like you were only in the cinema for about half an hour. And when you see that opening scene, the introduction scene, and it's like Joss Whedon has just put a comic book strip onto the screen. It's like, there you go, fanboys run wild. And the whole movie had that kind of feel to it, and for me personally, only the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy have done that in any MCU film, and any comic book film in history. On to some positives of the film. I'm glad, really glad, Iron Man went back to his classic red and gold armour as opposed to the predominantly gold armour in Iron Man 3, and that he had a circular arc reactor again, unlike in Iron Man 2 and in the Avengers as well. I prefer the classic look, to be honest, and I think they just went a bit too far in Iron Man 3, as well as the story. I mean, just his suit was far enough anyway. Onto the Maximoff twins. Now, they weren't as annoying as I thought they were going to be. Quicksilver's accent wasn't too bad. I mean, Aaron Taylor-Johnson did a decent job with it, but Elizabeth Olsen's wasn't too good, to be fair. She kept on going in and out of her Eastern European accent. It's not that Aaron Taylor-Johnson wasn't a good Quicksilver, just when you compare it to Evan Peters' Quicksilver from Days of Future Past, his scene in Days of Future Past completely stole the movie for me, and I'm sure with most people it was the highlight of the film, and he just didn't have any lines or any scenes from this film that were that memorable. Ultron was a good villain, but just not a great one. James Spader did a good job bringing him to life and voicing him. He had lots of comedic lines and had a very sassy attitude throughout the film, but in my opinion, his voice just wasn't as intimidating in the film as they had set him out to be in the trailers. Maybe they altered his voice in some way because it didn't give off that scary tone as it did in the trailers. It was still very sinister, and the best villains are the ones who believe they're doing good, and that's exactly what Ultron is. He believes he is purifying the world almost. He's a very charismatic villain, and it's something that Marvel had been missing since Loki, really, in any of their films. Loki is the ultimate villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in terms of personality, charisma, everything. He's the whole package, and James Spader came the closest to that once more. Hopefully there will be better villains to come in the future of the MCU, waiting for Doctor Strange for that, because I think that one has the potential to be the best Marvel film ever. Also now, Hawkeye and Black Widow have a much larger role in this film, and they both do bring a real human element to it, because they're just normal humans. But what I will say is Mark Ruffalo portraying the Hulk and Bruce Banner also does bring that human touch. I mean, in the trailers there's this scene where he is in a towel, wrapped in a towel, and on some type of aircraft. And you can just see from his physical appearance that he is scared of becoming the Hulk again. He's scared of letting the Hulk out. And just from that scene, it shows you these people aren't as in control as you think they are. They're still just banded together. It's like they've just put duct tape over the crevices, and they're not really addressing the real problem. And that does come to bite them in the butt in the film. So when you do eventually go into the film, I hope you do, as I do, believe the vision completely made the film. Paul Bettany stole every scene he was in, and everyone coming out of the cinema when I went to see it both times were completely raving about him. just like in the first Avengers, everyone came buzzing about the Hulk when they just saw it. He had a lot more screen time vision in the film than I thought he would, considering in all the promotional material he basically wasn't even present. I thought he might have 5 or 10 minutes, but he had a good 35 minutes on the screen probably, and he was the complete lifeblood of the second half of the film. The thing is, in these films, some people like to search out these Easter eggs, and there were lots of Easter eggs in this film for you to fish out. But the truth is, there was no fishing needed, because they essentially smacked you in the face with them. Now Marvel are doing a good job tying these worlds together, and it's good for the avid fan, because that way they don't need to go and search for these things online. But, you know, at least make it a challenge, guys, next time. Now to the post-credits scene. Yeah, so, you know, it's only 10 or 15 seconds long, but it basically tells you that the ish is gonna hit the fan in a big way. Essentially letting you know that everything the MCU has come to build the last 10 years or so is just going to crumble and fall apart. Now on to my rating of the film. I would give this film 8 out of 10. It was good, not great. It could have been a lot better. It also could have been worse. So 8 out of 10 is actually a good score. When you compare it to the original, I mean, the original was so unique, as in it'd never been done before in terms of different movie franchises coming together. So many of them. I mean, obviously it's Freddy vs. Jason and other things like that, but this was like 4 or 5 big movie characters coming into one film, and it worked so well, and it did work this time as well. It's a fun summer action flick. If you did enjoy this video, then please do like, share, subscribe and comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the film and also on this review. I'll be posting 1 video a week from now on, ranging from comic book reviews to comic book walkthroughs, movie reviews, some vlogs, interviews, and hopefully some other types of content as well. Now, I have been Narendra the Comic. You have been great, and I'll see you next time. Skadoosh.